Sound off time now. Every day on Live at 3, we tackle one of the day's big issues with our colleague from News Radio 620, this guy, WTMJ, Jeff Wagner.
So the Islamic Society of Milwaukee hoping to build a 13,000 square foot mosque out near Calhoun Road in Brookfield. Some neighbors say they are concerned about the construction plans. People have a chance tonight to learn more about those proposed plans. So our sound off question today is, should a mosque be built in Brookfield? And we were talking about the calls, how they stacked up in the commercial break. And
right. A lot of controversy. I mean, this issue has really touched a nerve. And a part of it, the location here, this is just northeast of the intersection of North Avenue and Calhoun Road. Now, there's some industrial area there, there's some residential area. The idea is ultimately this will be a 13,000 square foot facility. Right now there's 60 or 70 Muslims who worship in rented space at Waukesha Memorial Hospital. The Muslim community is growing, and the idea is here we'll provide a permanent place to worship. Some people in the community have no problem. Some have concerns about traffic in the area, and some just don't like a mosque. Let's start with Ben in Milwaukee.
They already have a mosque over on 13th and Layton. They don't need one over there in Brookfield. When they build these mosques, they also go ahead and build Islamic training centers to train these young people to being terrorists. Okay? We don't need that here.
That's the idea. I mean, the one point he does make correctly is there is, a mosque on 13th and Lane. That's the, Islamic center down there. And one of the concerns they have is, hey, the area, we have more and more Muslims that are moving into Waukesha County. This is an idea for us to expand this. As far as the other stuff, well, I don't think anybody's ever complained about the facility downtown, and I don't really think people are going to ultimately be complaining about this one when it gets built. Here's Don in Milwaukee.
My observation is, so what? Who cares?
Don, straight to the point. I mean, if you look at the plans for it, it's a very nice building.
Sure.
And, the landscaping and everything else, it's done in good taste.
Well, right, and for an expanding community in that particular area. And here's also the bottom line that people need to realize is that this is America. And, you're not going to be able to deny the right to build this particular facility based on people's concerned about the religious beliefs. Now, if you've got issues that it's inappropriate for the area and, traffic things, that's a different concern. But I mean, I think a lot of people are wondering if this was a Catholic church or an Episcopalian church, would there be some of the objections that are being raised? Here's Janet in Brookfield.
I do not approve of a mosque being built in Brookfield or anywhere else for that matter. We're at war with these people. I just don't agree with their ethics. They don't like us. If push came to shove, it's hard to tell which way they would go. Too many Muslims in this country now.
I'm curious to know Janet's other thoughts about religious freedom in this country. I mean, this is a big topic we've been talking about with the presidential campaign going on right now.
Right. Well, I have to tell, we got a lot of calls like that, and that's why we ended up playing them. And here's again, there is this, I guess, this concern that's out there. But the reality is, I think in this country we need to separate, religious extremists from, whatever religion that might be, from, mainstream religious views. And I think, again, going back to what the law is, just because you don't like somebody's religious beliefs doesn't mean that you can deny them the right to worship as they choose. Here's Stephen in Racine.
A mosque should be able to be built in Brookfield. It's just ridiculous that people would oppose any kind of expression of religion. I mean, this is America, right? Which means whether you agree with it or not, people are allowed to worship whatever they want, whoever they want, especially if they already own the land. It's just ridiculous.
And I know many Muslims struggle with the fact that they're being lumped into the terrorism aspect of their religion.
Right. And again, there's been a mosque in Milwaukee for years and years and years, and there's no problem with this at all. 60 or 70 people worship in rented space right now at Waukesha Memorial Hospital.
It would just be a different building.
It would be a different building.
Right, really no change in what they're doing, just moving it a little bit.
What do you want to bet it's a heated meeting tonight?
Oh, I would assume, yeah, based on those calls.
Yep.
All right, thanks, guys.